today we will reveal to you how the Great Pyramid of Cheops was built. This pyramid has millions of granite and limestone blocks and weighs millions of tons. The weight of each block varies between 1 to 80 tons. The pyramid was built in only 20 years. What archaeologists say today is that to make this work in just 20 years, the Egyptians would have to climb up a ramp, each of the 2.5 million blocks every 5 minutes for 20 years, day and night without stopping to sleep or to eat. And as archaeologists know that this is impossible to do that way, they say that this is still a mystery to be solved. However, at this moment, and in this video, you will know the definitive scientific answer. Notice that seen from above, the Great Pyramid has not only 4 sides, but 8. This detail is imperceptible, except for those at the top. It would only be possible to build with this detail, so precise if the engineers were on top of a mountain guiding with gestures those down there to demarcate the almost perfect perimeter. As we know that the Egyptians could not fly to orient the demarcation down there, so it is obvious that there was a mountain near the pyramid. In fact, it has been scientifically proven that in fact there were quarries only 100 meters away around the pyramid. So the place where it was built was a valley between the mountains. However, according to what contemporary archaeologists mistakenly say, the blocks were carved on top of a mountain or quarry. Then they went down with such blocks, to then climb, all over again by a ramp in a doubly unnecessary and exhausting work. Who, in good conscience, would do something so stupid? Neither would this guy. Not even if he was drunk, although the Egyptians of the time drank a lot of beer. What they did was very simple. They found a valley between the mountains like this, or like this one. Then they created ramps and went down the blocks by them to the bottom of the valley to form the second floor. Then they went down the blocks of the second floor directly on top of those of the second floor. After all, why would they be so stupid as to go down the blocks of the second floor, and then have a vain job of raising them again on top of the second floor? As I said before, nobody would be so stupid. With those on the third floor, they did the same thing, that is, they descended directly on top of the blocks on the second floor. And so on until they reach the top of the pyramid, which ends up at the same height as the top of the mountain, that is, at the height of 146 meters. Very simple, don't you think? It was like that. Did you like it? Relax, it's not over yet. In this Egyptian papyrus from 4,500 years ago, you can notice that this statue is being pulled by men who are in front of it. But notice a very exciting detail. Notice that the men who are in front of the statue are descending on a slight incline. It is almost imperceptible. But you can clearly notice that they are using the ramp in the direction of her descent to put her in the pyramid. This further proves the fact that they build from top to bottom from the top of the mountain. Look at this engraving I made. Instead of using only one ramp to go down one block at a time, why not use several ramps to go down several blocks at once? This saves time, and that's why they were able to build a monument of such size in such a short time. This detail is what kills the charade. In this image, you can see that many blocks had different shapes so that as in a puzzle game, they could fit together to create without any work the ducts, tunnels and secret passages. Finally, there is the pyramid of Cheops exactly as it was at the end of the work at the time, inside the valley in its center. Obviously, after they started the preparations to build the next pyramid, the Pyramid of Cheops, they had to enlarge the mouth of the valley, so that it